Morning, work girls. I decided to come outside and do this video. The sun was coming up and it was so beautiful, and I could hear the birds singing. Can you hear them? I just love that. Anyway, I'm just loving this time, and yesterday I had such an amazing day. I purposed to take the time that I could in between, doing school and making lunch, and to be with God as much as I could. And I was reading His Word, and I had times of prayer, times of worship, and it was just a sweet, sweet time. And the really neat thing was that last night I was so tired and done and emotional, and God needed me to feed some sheep last night. I had three children after 8 o'clock at night that really needed their mama's heart, really needed her to minister God's love to them. One of them I talked to for over an hour and prayed with them and cried together with him and shared my own struggles, and so it was just a beautiful time. Here God had filled me up all day, and I probably would have wanted nothing more than to continue on and just go to bed, and He presented me with these needs, and it was just so neat to have His grace to do that, to minister to them and to share with them what He's been pouring into me. So that was just a precious, precious time. And one thing that I wanted to share, I shared a little bit yesterday on a post, that yesterday was in the reading John twice, that behold the Lamb of God. And I was just so convicted that I want that to be my life. I want, when people to look at my life, the sun is out and little bits of snow are floating around. I'm freezing. I have my workout clothes and my robe on. I should have put shoes on. Anyway, when people look at my life and my actions, I don't want them to see me. I want my life to be saying, behold, the Lamb of God. I want them to see Christ in me. That's my heart's desire, and I know that's your desire too, and it just was so powerful. John wasn't, people were following John, and he wasn't like, look at me, I'm the one before Jesus. He just, he deflected. It was, this is the Lamb of God. Behold the Lamb of God. And so I just so want that to be my life. And I just wanted to read you a little bit out of this book that I'm reading, talking about Lent. And, just one thing I was convicted of. This woman was talking about how God was not absent from her life. The challenge was that self was very present. And I feel like, God wasn't absent from my life, but there's so much self, and I want that gone. And so the purpose of Lent is not to force on us a few formal obligations, but to soften our hearts so that it may open itself to the realities of the Spirit, to experience the hidden thirst and hunger for communion with God. And that's what my desire is. It's not to put these restrictions on myself and to suffer for Christ. My goal is to set aside this time for my heart to be softened. So I'm hungry for Him, more of Him in my life. And so that's the purpose of Lent, as far as I'm concerned. And I thought there was one more thing. Here we go. This is it. Hang on a sec. I need the glasses. Do you hear the birds? It's freezing out here. Faith in general is less about the sacrifice of stuff and more about the surrender of our souls. Lent in kind is less about well-mannered denials and more about thinning our lives in order to thicken our communion with God. And that's my challenge for myself and what I've been talking about for a couple of weeks with you all. What can you pull back on and remove from your life so that you can be more hungry for Jesus and thirst for Him? Okay, so that's all I got to say today. Going inside now. I love you ladies. I appreciate you so much, and I pray for you. I really do. Every day I pray for you, for your walk with the Lord, for your hearts to be healed, that each day you would look more and more like Jesus, and that He hears your cries. Okay? All right, have a great day.